Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet.
What's going on, everybody?
We got Robert with us today. First I wanted to just tell you I'm sorry that we had to cancel the 5 Yarnaholics for today. Everybody's not feeling up to it.
She's been slacking.
I have been slacking, and there's a reason why we're doing this one today. Okay, but I'm going to get my notes done first. And okay, so first of all, my Corey will be having our grandbaby on the 2nd of September. They moved the baby up. They weren't supposed to have it till the 7th, but because the baby's getting so big, they're inducing her on the 1st, so the baby will be here on the 2nd. So we'll have Colton Joseph. Yay! Another baby! Okay, and if you watch my fly trap video, yeah, it's getting swarmed. On the first day, we had like that much, and now it's been, what, the 3rd day, and there's that much of flies where you have to go to the store and get 2 more because
There's probably thousands of flies in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's full. It's almost full. And they are just swarming it. But at least it's keeping them off the
They
cat
love
food.
it. We got them something to play with.
Yeah, it's nasty. And it stinks. So Lisa with Yogi Farms, check her out. I mean, she emailed me and told me, she said, Cindy, do not reuse that trap because they're reusable. She goes, they stink so bad. And after it dissolved and everything, I walked outside and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, Lisa, you're so right. Thank you for telling me that. It stinks so bad. And you like my new cow hat? Robert got me this for a surprise. And it comes with 2 scrunchies.
You see the little ears and horns on it too?
Yeah, see? Got little horns in the ears.
It's a bucket hat.
It's a cow bucket hat.
And you want to see what else I got her? Look at this. Look at him.
I named him Neon.
See, he's got his little tail. See, he shakes his. Look at he's twerking.
He's twerking. He'll be going up there with everybody else. And let's see, you still have time to get into the Fall Fest 22 giveaway. Look down on my video, and then once you enter my video, then you can hit the hashtag and it'll take you to the whole list. Now, I believe at last count it was over 50 channels. So then we pick our semifinalists, and we are going to be offering a gift. I haven't decided what it is yet. And we will be picking that starting on the 15th of September. And then that way it gives us enough time for Gail to get all the semifinalist names in to pick the grand prize winner on the 30th. So you will have, starting the 15th when we pick our winner, you will have 48 hours to answer. If you don't, I will have to redraw because we have to get this in for Gail to be able to choose. And then whoever's the grand prize winner will get a prize from every channel. Now, during the semifinalist rounds that we're doing starting on the 15th, not every channel will be offering a gift, but most are. So if you're a semifinalist on 2 channels, you get two gifts.
Possibly.
Yeah, possibly, if they're giving you gifts. So, I mean, it's fun. So make sure you get in on that. You have enough time. Okay, and then, let's see, I already told you all that. 48 hours to email. I write them down so I don't forget. But I will.
Don't blame me, she forgets.
I will try to remember to put the link for Yogi Farms for Lisa, because she's really been a lot of help when I have questions and stuff about things. And the Fall Fest isn't just for crocheters or knitters. It's got farmers. It's got candle makers. It's got bee people. It's got every kind of craft you can think of on there. Farmers, some will be given seeds. I mean, it's so much fun, and it's such a wide variety of different channels.
And we know that she forgets a lot. Like, for example, a week and a half ago, she forgot how to walk upstairs in the room. And she decided to lay down in thin air.
And I will have I'm going to have a scar from that. But I only had a slight concussion and nothing was broken, so just a bunch of bruising.
But I'm laughing at it because
we
try to laugh at things like this.
Yes. And I'm going to have a scar up here where I hit the windowsill.
But I kiss her boo-boos and make it better.
Yes. I got so many boo-boos. But luckily I'm a bumble, I bounce. So, you know, sometimes it's good to have a good big booty because then you don't get hurt as much. Because when I landed on the floor, I was just like, okay, what just happened?
She said the dogs are looking at her like,
they're like,
what
why
is
are
your
you
problem?
Down? Monkey's looking at me like, why are you down here?
Aren't you supposed to be up there with Peanut?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was bad.
You should have just told Monkey, I'm down here to lay with you for a change.
Yeah. And then I had called Robert at work, and Robert's just like, what did you do now? That's his first thing when I said, well, I got to tell you something. What did you do now?
Well, that's what happens when you know somebody.
Well, okay. The reason that we are doing this video right now is because we have an issue. And it was weird, to say the least. I mean, he's been having some swelling on his neck here. And thought he was catching a cold, that maybe it was the gland.
Here, I can show you guys. It's right here. You see it right there?
Right there.
And then up here.
And then there's more up here. So when it started on his neck, we thought it was a gland thing, and I kept telling him.
I was taking a shower originally when I found it, when I was washing my neck. So I asked Cindy to feel it, and she was like, I don't know about that, so.
Yeah.
You know.
It was odd.
So I made a doctor's appointment.
But I tried to get him to go to urgent care, but being as stubborn as he is, he wouldn't go. So he goes, he had therapy the other day, and I can't go in with him to therapy because, you know, they're still wearing their safety masks and everything. So I dropped him off, and I said, well, your doctor's appointment's right after, so just do that. Call me when you're done. I'm going to go home, take care of the dogs, and I'll be back. So he calls me, and he's like, Cindy, they're starting to scare me. And I'm like, why? He said, they're rushing me for tests. They're doing blood tests. They're doing x-rays. They're doing this. And now we have to go out to Champaign and get a CAT scan. And I'm like...
A CT, or is that a CAT scan?
That's a CAT scan.
Oh, okay.
A CT. And I'm like, okay, why?
So then we end up... I get it done. And then about 2 hours later when I got home, the doctor calls me and tells me that they got the results back and it's concerning. So she starts talking about how she wants to keep me check to make sure I'm emotionally okay for this and physically, because that they found quite a few masses in my neck, and they found a mass in my right lung, and they're leaning towards it to be some kind of cancer. So, but we won't know for sure until next week when they do another CT and then they do a biopsy. But that's what they said they're leaning towards. They're not for sure yet, but that's what they're leaning towards.
And especially when they said they found the one on his lung, which...
And I was like, that was not what I expected, you know, from all this, you know?
Yeah, that was... I think we were both kind of in shock that day, more than anything.
Yeah, when the doctor was talking to us on the speakerphone and telling us that, we were both like, okay, yeah.
Because, I mean, we went out to Champaign, did the CAT scan. We were home not even in 5 minutes. And they're on the phone calling. And so he just put it on speakerphone so we could both hear what they were saying. And so now they're trying to rush an appointment on Monday for him to get another CT, but this one, the first one he had was with the contrast, and it shows up neon wherever the knots were, and then masses, and now he's going to go for a regular one. I guess it's going to be a full body one too.
But they want to see where the easiest one to get to is, so they can do a biopsy on that one and find out exactly what it is.
So she said basically after that they're going to bring him in. They'll knock him out, a little bit, not like a twilight. And then whichever one they can get to easiest, because what it's doing is the masses are pushing on the lymph nodes, and they're pushing on the muscle, and the muscle is pushing the bone out. So
and the muscle itself is pushing out.
But like right here, that's where it's pushing the bone up.
But she was really like adamant me getting it done that day, when like that's what made me freak out. Well, I did not freak out, but like worry when the doctor was like, "Oh, we need to get this done stat." Like it was just like, okay, it's not like what I expected.
Yeah, it's not what we expected at all. And so once we find out, take him in and they get the sample from it and see, and then they're going to send it in for testing to find out exactly what it is. Then we'll know.
Like, who knows? It may not be that, which I'm hoping that it's not. But that's what they said. That's what they're leaning towards because of where it's at and what it's doing,
I mean, we're kind of hoping that maybe he's like Peanut and he has fatty tumors, maybe. Hoping. But I don't.
No, but that's what she said, right? That because of where it's at and what it's doing, right?
Yeah.
And they said they're actually more worried about the ones in my neck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're bulging more.
And there are multiple ones, right?
Yeah. There was more than just one. It seemed like one because they were all grouped together and pushing up. So it seemed like there was only one. And Peanut seems to know because he's all over Robert and he's like watching him like, I feel you, my brother.
I feel you, Daddy.
I feel you, Daddy. I know what you're gonna go through. Mm-hmm. So, we're asking for prayers. Keep your fingers crossed. Prayers. We'll let you know when we find out. And the reason that we're doing this now is that just in case we go off the grid for a little bit. It's not that we're ignoring you, all.
But I don't think we'll be off the grid. But she's saying it just in case. But
just in case.
I'm going to try not to let it get to me, Yeah. I know it might be easier said than done, but I'm going to try to,
So if we do disappear for a little bit, don't worry.
Pups and Crochet will be back.
I'll try to do
But this is not our last one. We're just saying.
No.
It's not even our last one for the time being or nothing. We'll still be doing them. It's just in case,
Yeah, and it's just, information-wise. So if any of you have noticed any lumps like that and you think it's like a gland, because it started like here and then it just went down. So if you do have that, please go get checked ASAP, because it may not just be a gland from you having a cold. So, please check that out and see. But other than that, we're dealing with it. I'm trying not to get too upset because of we don't know what it is yet.
And that's why I got her to lie in. So I knew I got her on Saturday because I knew she was feeling bad. So it was about Friday about that. So I was trying to make her happy.
So he's sick, but he's buying me presents.
Yeah, that's what I do, Yeah.
Okay. Well, we wanted to show you some of the yarn.
Yeah. On a fun note, let's do some. I was doing some surveillance, and I caught some of her. I intercepted some of her yarn holes.
He intercepted it. What? if you remember, I was telling you about Hobby having that $7 sale on those really cool universal yarns. So I didn't go overboard. I just got a couple of them, but
Yeah, she's been gone overboard.
I collect my yarn.
Okay. So she's got 2 of each one, but there's, I don't know if there's a name on them.
No, some it's on this thing.
No, they're not.
No, it's not.
They're just skewed numbers.
No. No colors. Okay.
So this one, it says, you see that? It's sparkly.
It sparkles.
It's sparkles.
Here, I'll read it while you get the other one up. So this is a Universal XL. It's 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. There's 240 yards in this, and it is made in Turkey. And I believe it's like a number 1 or 2, maybe a 2. But you see all the glitter? Look at all the colors, like mermaid colors. But this is number 5.
Now this one's the same specs, but it's color number 31.
Oh, look at that one. See the differences? So this has got more of the purple and the greenish, and this is all different shades of blue and teal. That one.
And this one's number 12.
Now this one's perfect for autumn. Look at that. It's got orange and greens, and then down here it's got this greenish yellow color. And it's got some red and a tiny bit of blue. With a bluish green.
I think that's all of them because you only got 2 of each one, right?
Yeah, I got
And then I got 5.
no, there should be
No,
one more.
oh, here, this odd one that you got a 1.
Yeah, they only have one left of this one.
Number 34.
Yeah, they only have one left. And I thought it would be really cute. It looks like a pumpkin or candy corn.
Where's your buttons? The buttons are in there.
The buttons aren't in there?
No,
What did you do with my buttons?
I don't know what you did with them.
You snaked my bag. Where are my buttons?
I don't know. She lost her buttons.
No, you lost my buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I used my points. They were clearing them out, so I didn't want to miss them. And they were little dragon buttons. And I love dragons. So, you know, they're like little baby cartoonish dragons, which he will be finding when we're done.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's do these first real quick. She got 4 of these, same ones. She got Mandelas. They're from Lion Brand. It's called Baby Mandela.
Yes, because I started a blanket, and this is when we first started. I had this baby Mandela, and then I didn't know to buy 2 to make sure I had enough for everything. So
So instead of buying 2, she bought 4.
Well, they're, well, they're getting rid of them, so I wanted to make
And
sure
they're
I
called
had them.
Diagon Alley. And it's 590 yards. So it's 100% acrylic. So, see these yarn colors? Look at those baby colors. Look at it. It's all pretty.
Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty.
Yep.
But that's what I started with. But if you look at the 4 of these, none of them are around the same. So this one has a green middle.
That one's got a green middle.
Yeah, but it's a little green and more yellow. This one's got more green. That one's got more yellow. And then the purples and pinks are all thrown off. And the blues.
This one's got like this.
And that one's got a purple. And then that one's got a white or a yellow. What is it, yellow?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like a
Yeah,
like a
like
lighter
peach.
pink
Like a
almost.
peach.
Yeah. See like this right there?
So they're all different. So they're all going to come out a different project kind of thing. So I got to try and find which one matches up with my start of my baby blanket. So,
You got another bag?
We'll do that on the next one. We'll do that on a different one.
Okay. Well, I do want to show you one thing. I get this box, but I gotta go get it. 1 second.
It was really funny. I went to look outside and I almost stepped on it because the UPS driver stuck it right under the step where we would step out. And I looked down luckily and it was a little box. And I brought it in and I said, Robert, did you order something? And he said, no.
Well, actually, I said yes because I thought it was her hat that I was going to get. But then I opened it up and I said, what is this? I said, I didn't know.
So he starts asking me that I did it. I said, I didn't do it.
So then I call my mother and I said, did you order something for me? And she goes, what did you get? And so I knew it was her then. So
okay, then she just burst out laughing.
So then I asked, then I told her what I got, and she starts laughing, and she says, I saw that and I thought it was hilarious, and she goes, and I want to see the finished product. So she sends me this puzzle, because you know guys like do my puzzles. So a 1,000-piece puzzle of 101 pooping puppies.
Pooping puppies. All of them are squatted and they're all doing poops. I
was like, oh my goodness.
Okay, but 101 pooping puppies.
I wonder if when I finish it, if it's going to look like crap.
That's so bad. But just so you know, this type of puzzle is out there, and his mother found it and sent it, and he was asking me.
And it's 1,000 pieces of me looking for pieces of dogs pooping. Yeah.
And I mean, there's Chihuahuas,
there's Saint Bernards, there's Great Danes, there's Labradors, there's
Boxers, Shepherds,
Bulldogs, all kinds of.
So he got this, and oh my God, it is so funny.
I can tell you, it's going to be the most odd puzzle I've done.
I would have to say so.
I told my mom I was going to frame it for her and give it to her for Christmas, put it on her wall, but she said no, that we can do it because Cindy will probably want to put it on her wall because she has a section of just dogs.
And if you look, there's one up on the tree branch that's doing it too. I just noticed that he's up on the tree. See him?
Yeah, I see him. It's funny.
But they do have this puzzle, and it's by Funwares.
Yeah. So
Funwares.
When I finish the puzzle, I will show you guys the finished product. It'll be funny.
So I have to say that was definitely an odd thing to open.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just asked me, he's like, did you send me this? And I'm like, send you what? And then he shows it to me, and I just burst out laughing.
And it's not that they show just dogs pooping. They literally show the piles also. And I'm just like, okay.
But the minute that his mom started...
But it was funny. Yeah, it's funny.
The minute his mom started laughing, I knew she sent it. We knew right then that she was the culprit of this one. So...
But it was funny that I knew to call her first after she said she didn't do it. Cindy said. I said, wait a minute. And I called her and she started laughing.
But he still didn't believe me at first when I said, no, I didn't.
Well, I know how you are. You know?
Okay, but I would have burst out laughing myself if I would have known it was coming.
Especially if you'd have known it was that.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So it was quite funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm glad we left this on a fun note.
So
this episode was like high, low, high, low.
Is a tearjerker, it's a laugher. Is a tearjerker, it's a laugher.
It's kind of like the movie Damn in Real Life for Cindy.
Oh, that killed me. That movie. That movie had my senses all over the place, and I didn't know if I was going to cry or, what I was going to do. Like Dolly Parton says, I didn't know if I should scratch my watch or wind my butt. But anyway, prayers are very much welcome for this, for a better outcome than what they think it is. Would be awesome. And we're sending you...
But no matter what it is, I'll deal with it and make it through,
We'll deal with it.
Yep, we'll deal with it. We'll make it through it, It might be hard. It may not be, depending on how bad it is, But we'll get through it.
Yes. We will do it together. But hugs and puppy kisses to you all. Prayers if you need them. And always remember,
Adopt, don't shop.
Shop. That's right. There are way too many babies that are out there that need a home. And last thing I want to tell you is a big boy showed up at my door last night. And he's like, okay, I saw you walking the monster dog who Peanut always wants to fight. And I said, big boy is better than you. He's twice your size, and that cat will rip you up, Peanut. He will swat you 5 times before you even know
that you got hit. You'll be running into mama's arms like, help me!
Yeah. So that little baby that I showed you on one of the other videos, when I showed you he popped up at night by himself, that's Big Boy's baby. Because Big Boy pampers him, follows him, makes sure he's okay. And then I kept trying to get the little kitten to come over by me, but he's terrified. He's so scared of people. And so he saw Daddy up there, and after I gave him his treats, he saw Daddy walk by me, and I was patting him, and he's like tilting his head like, why? So I'm hoping maybe he gets that sense from Big Boy and will let me catch him, and maybe we can at least find him a home so he doesn't have to grow up and not know what a bed is or what loving is. Or yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think Mama's about to burst because I think she's having another litter because she's huge.
Uh-oh.
It's a big gray one.
Big Boy was at it again.
A Big Boy, I think, yeah. I think Big Boy kind of...
he says, I want all kinds of...
Had a harem.
He says, I want all kinds of babies.
He had a harem. Get it?
Yeah.
Harem? Oh. He had a meow fest. Okay, guys, we'll let you go. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.